Hello everyone, welcome to the channel where we provide a solution to your problem. Remember to subscribe and give the bell to activate all notifications so you don't miss any new videos or tips, and we already have the members tab so you can join and you can be a beginner, technofan or technomaster, it depends how you want to support me. This is going to help better content for the channel, better camera, better audio, better everything now to be able to record and edit a whole day, so they will have more followed videos and they will start to support me and they will have from the advantages such as answering questions live, personal advice, or even that I make a WhatsApp group and in that group answer all your doubts at the moment. And then let's go to the video. Well, we now bring the repair of a washing machine. Whirlpool experts, you see that those washing machines are quite annoying. Then they are the ones with the most videos. This is different panel, different model, but at the end of the day the pieces are the same. Here the problem is with the spin. What is happening in the spin is that you hear a sound like a rattle. At the beginning you hear why in panties and you can no longer hear it here. What is happening is that you are having a problem either with the slider, the drum, or with the actuator. Most of the time only lubricating the actuator and lubricating the drum or the slider ring. With that you are left or there are times that just changing the slider, but in this case we are going to see the failures step by step. I can't then put all the audio because then I have, in this case I have the client behind me working or talking practically, because they are also logical. They are washing clothes, hand or something are there because I can't comment, so that's why I mount the audio. But this is when it starts in panties, and now if you start spinning, well then we are going to check the failures from technical mode, since the technical mode helps a lot. In which mode option? Bug and error technician. You know you have a manual, you can download it from Google or in several of my videos in the description as well. Well, let's get into technical mode. You know technical mode, it is quite easy to enter a complete turn to the left to reset. Right, left and right, easy. Here we see it again, it's like this, a lap like this. The first lap has nothing to do with anything else. I was seeing it for a long time ago. It's so complete. It's 1 2 3 return and 1 and there it is. We go into technical mode and this is where it is failures and errors. You know that I have put it quite a few times in several videos, and here the detail that is marking us 2 errors. For example, here this one is that the interface does not match the card, that only with a calibration eliminates that error, and the next error that the actuator tells us, and the last one, well here it no longer brings errors, practically has 2 errors. This one of the interface, that this is of interface, and the other that this is the one of the actuator. Here it is saying that we check the actuator, then we are going to proceed to check. It goes at the bottom. We disconnect our appliance. Here I do not have much time, much room to maneuver, so I am going to make it biased. I hope it is seen a little well. Already turned your washing machine or tilted. If you can turn it completely better. Here we have it. The actuator is the black piece that goes to one side of the pulley. This piece looks at this one here. To remove it, it only has 2 cross screws, one on the side. They are green. There is no loose. They are green. We remove them carefully, and now we are going to see it in the first to this actuator already feels like this. Now that at first touch it already feels wet. It feels wet. Then this actuator, what the little motor does, because it no longer reaches the entire slider. So that's why the gears of the drum and the pulley don't manage to clutch well until after the spring acts. Most of the time this slider, the one I moved, you get even with all this from here. You just have to remove this nut and everything comes out good. Some staples. Everything comes out and nothing else cleans super well. You wash it with gasoline or tin or whatever you want and lubricate a little, and with that you have to work. But in this case the actuator is already failing enough. I already tested it. Look, it is already very wet. It is already very damaged, and in fact, I've already tried it with a multimeter and everything and it doesn't work. I'm going to show you later a video on how to repair and how to test this type of motors and the switch, because this is just a motor and a switch. Practically later on I'll show you a little bit. How it is done? Well, we are going to proceed to replace it and check how the fault is here. Automatically I tell you, they are already marking a fault on the card. After that you have to reset the errors as well. To put it is the same. Here it brings a little leg in which you have to enter in the slider ring of the washing machine. Look at that little ring that you can see made of plastic there next to the pulley. That's where this leg should enter. Look there, entered. There is no loss has position. Because it has two legs and we put it is quite easy to put since there are only two screws as I tell you, and that's it. Here to avoid everything cut a little bit, and that's it. We already have it installed. Remember to connect it again well if you can clean the terminals with isopropyl alcohol. Well, I would recommend it a lot to remove tartar and that you have better contact, and that's it. Remember to clean. I already did a cleaning all this and it was already working well. It slides well. Then now we are going to proceed to lift the washing machine. Connect it, and the first thing you have what to do when you change a part that I recommend is not always like that, but I recommend it is to calibrate your washing machine. You know, technical mode, you return right, left, right. There are times that if it does not leave you, as in this case it had been activated with a wash, you make several attempts, and that's it. We go in and rinse because it is where it is calibrated ready. We enter calibration, it will do it, and since we finish the calibration we are going to proceed now to test it. We put spin and start. Remember that these washes to erase all the errors. You just have to put errors, and when the lights are flashing you leave pressed and it will erase all the errors. Remember also that if you want to support me then subscribe to the, if you don't have to support me with join and be a partner then practically, or be a sponsor, sorry. Well, subscribe to the channels that I have in the description and that motivates me and supports me a lot. Then well, if you like my content, you know, and look here, start working and from the beginning, then well, and at the good speed. It is not heard, it does not thunder, and well, that's it.